this is not the video that I had planned to put out, but this is the video that has to go out first, unfortunately. Yeah, and I have a thing to go to, so I thought, since I'm ready, why not film this really quickly? 2 birds, 1 stone, and yeah. This is kind of like a little disclaimer video. When I post a video to YouTube, after it's posted, I'll maybe monitor the comments for like an hour or 2, and then I log out, and then it's done. I don't see it. This channel that we're on is not the YouTube channel I use to like watch YouTube. I have my own private channel. This is like the dog's YouTube channel. So when I do that, for the most part, I don't know what's going on, like, comment-wise. And then with my last video, I shut off the comments because people were, like, diagnosing me, and then some people were saying, like, I'm faking it, and it just got, like, really nasty really quick, which, like, fine, I get it. But it was just like not productive. Like, you didn't agree with my choices, which is fine. You totally have that opinion. You can have your own opinion. But then when it turned into like trying to like diagnose me and like then calling my illnesses fake, I was just, after I explicitly explained in the video that I'm like still like getting out of treatment, like it was just not good for me to see that and read that. So I shut off the comments. So after that, that was my last video. I had not logged into this account in a very long time. And then I filmed a video, and I was going into the creator space to look at it again, because I was going to upload a new video. And the absolute shock when I opened it up and it shows like the most recent comments, and like I said, I don't know what's going on, and I don't watch my old videos, so I don't monitor them. I don't know what's going on, but you all felt the need to continue to comment, but on my other videos. So there was a few like random ones, you know, just classics, calling Judas aggressive and saying this or that, but there was this one that really stuck out to me. I'll read it to you, and why I've made this video today. And it says, I would like to point out, after seeing your videos and the damage your dog did, if it comes after mine unprovoked, it will be put down on sight. Myself and my husband conceal and carry, and if myself or my medical equipment becomes endangered because of your laziness and ignorance, it will fall on you. You is all caps. From a service dog trainer who can carry at Disneyland, per my background. I was shocked, honey.
Honey, I was in tears almost.
I read that and I was like, did they just threaten to shoot Judas on sight at Disney? I'm like, I'm smiling now. I'm not some YouTuber with like millions of followers that has like over 100,000 comments where you can comment stupid shit like that and it will get drowned out. You see what I'm saying? That will show up. That will show up very quickly. I will see that. And if there's one thing I hate, it's gun violence in America. I hate it. Don't you think we have enough of it? Don't you think there's enough fucking idiots that own guns that shouldn't? Don't you think there should be enough more rules in place so people like you can't feel like you're a big person hiding behind a bullet? Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. How powerful you must feel because you get to play God with a gun. Oh, I hate guns. Also, I don't know how you can own one. I legally can't. I'm on a file somewhere because of my mental health issues. I can't buy a gun. Yeah, so I read that and I thought, okay. I quickly typed out. There's a literal dinosaur outside. Gang, gang. Be free, my friend. Thank you. I read that and my first instinct was to be like, okay. And I literally had typed, are you fucking stupid? and I sent it. And then I was like, no. Delete that. And I did. Or I think I did. Then I screenshotted it, reported it. And then I like did all the proper things that I needed to do and posted it to my story and tried to figure out who this person was. Judas, shh. He's holding his breath. And tried to figure out who this person was. We're pretty sure we did. So that's good. We're talking to the people we need to talk to. I don't know how bad the camera moved. Judas knocked it. Being annoying. So don't worry, it's being taken care of. But another reason why I wanted to make this video is I just want you all to see the consequences of what happens when things are blown out of proportion and what happens when you just like you let things snowball. I was very gracious and kind in the beginning when all this first happened. I let it all happen. I let them paint Judas out to be this monster because he absolutely did wrong. He should not have done what he had done. And I acknowledged that. And I took a step back and I said, all right, I'm gone. Have at it. And I think in doing that, they just kept going. They didn't stop. They had started more rumors that he had done this before, and this wasn't his first time, and he almost killed the dog, and it was a bloodbath, and this and that, and then it turned into, no, he's definitely aggressive, and I again, I let it happen. I just, in my head, it was like, okay, just, it's a bunch of noise, you know, you're not a part of that anymore, let them do that, that's fine, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, you're gonna do you. You have bigger things to worry about, your own mental health, and at the time Brutus was getting sicker, so like nothing mattered. And I'm still actively training Judas. So I let it happen. You know, I couldn't just continuously fight them. But in doing that, look what happens. It's not just simple little go kill yourselves. Now Judas is getting actual death threats of being shot on sight. And I hope you have a great aim, because what happens if you miss Judas and you hit me? What did I do? Now you're looking at attempted murder. You can maybe get away with killing a dog, I don't know. Not with, you better hope you put me down, because, dear God. But yeah, so I let it happen, and I just think this is a prime example of like what you guys in the service dog community don't understand, of like your consequences. I'm not even in the service dog community anymore. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I genuinely don't. The only way I know if like there's anything happening is if someone will screenshot something and send it to me. And it's only happened a couple times. And then I'll laugh and chuckle, and I'm like, God, they're still dealing with petty shit for no reason. They never learn. They never will. These are adults. It's mind-blowing. I just like, it's honestly, it's quite honestly fascinating. Someone should do a study about it, really. Someone should write their thesis on this, because you're supposed to be a community of like-minded people that all suffer from the same thing. You know what it's like to have mental health problems. Yet you're attacking people with the same problems. Like, it's vile. So I just want you, I already tried to say my side of the story, and then they continuously spread lies. So I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and I'm not gonna worry about anyone's fucking feelings, because no one cares about mine. So why should I care about yours? It seems like you want an eye for an eye, which I don't. Yeah, I don't get that concept. I don't. But all right, let's go for it. When you shave around the area and you have a vet poking and prodding and moving the skin, obviously the picture's gonna be a lot worse, right? Think about if you've ever had surgery, if you ever had a medical procedure done. Right after surgery, or right after they're doing something, it's swollen and it's like ugly. because you're touching it. You're messing with it. It's bad. It looks ugly. When this event happened, there was no blood. We didn't even see it. They were like pushing his fur side to try to find something. And then she saw it. And then she was like, oh, he's bit. He broke skin. And then we were like, fuck. Okay. But it was made out to be a bloodbath, right? It was made out to be this attack, this vile attack that lasted hours. There was no blood. There wasn't blood leaking on the floor. There wasn't a trail of blood. There wasn't blood covering his face and fur. He didn't look like Cujo. There was no blood. So, how we got to Judas could have killed him, I don't know. I tell her, go to first aid. They will help you. Because when Brutus hurt his foot, I went to first aid and they gave me ice for his foot. She goes to first aid with the other dog handler that was with us. I leave Judas with 2 other handlers and their dogs. If it was such a massacre, do you think they would have stayed with Judas? I don't care if they're friends with me or not. If Judas was sitting there mauling a dog, do you think he would have been in any state to be left with 2 other dogs? On it, critical thinking here, like critical thinking. Try it. Do you think an aggressive dog that just mauled one that he almost killed, remember, he almost killed, it was a bloodbath. He almost killed. Could be left alone in a downstay with 2 other dogs? I don't think so. I leave the table. I go to her to first aid because I'm worried about my friend and I feel horrific for what just happened. I feel awful. You know what the first word out of her mouth is when I walk up to her? I'm running up to her. What's wrong? Are you okay? Is everything okay? First thing out of her mouth. Don't worry. I'm not going to cancel you. I'm not going to cancel you. Social media is the last thing on my mind. I don't fucking care. I told her that. I said, I don't care. Are you okay? Is everything okay? I don't care about social media. Social media is not important to me. I don't care. Why is that your main concern? I'm not going to cancel you. Do you see her motive already? Do you see it already turning? Yet I'm the bad guy? Okay. First aid says they're not going to help her, which is weird. They normally do. So I go back to the table. The other handler comes back to the table. She walks by with the dog. And she says, I'm going to go to the emergency room. And I say, okay, let me know if there's anything I can do. We're communicating all day through messages. That famous picture that sealed Judas's fate, you know, the hole that's supposed to be like the size of a quarter when really it's the size of a fucking nickel. I never got to see that picture. I got to see it after when it was closed up. But she kept the best picture for herself, for Judas's expose. Yeah. again, if it was such a bloodbath, mind you, I should have went home. I already stated that. I shouldn't have stayed at Disney that day. There was many reasons why I did stay, and all of them don't matter because I shouldn't have stayed. But I did, and that's a mistake I made, and yeah, I can't change the past. But again, let's go back to facts. If he was a killer, this killer he's portrayed to be, would he have worked fine with these 3 other dogs? One dog he had never met before. He had met the night before and worked fine with. Remember, he's aggressive. He just mauled a dog to death. Yet he is working perfectly fine. Taking photos with these dogs. I think he even crated with one. Do you see the point I'm trying to get across? I'm not saying Judas is innocent. I'm not. But the monster they are making him out to be, that's not what he is. He made a mistake. And that is why my trainers can clear him. Because it was a one-time mistake. And we worked our asses off to fix it. We even got him neutered early because of it. There was a lot that went on behind the scenes. You guys don't know. Because you don't need to know. It's not your business. Not everything I do, I have to tell you. And I already know that one of those people that was there with us that day, she's already fucking thrown the other, she's already thrown a lot of people under the bus that she used to be friends with, which, like, legend. I just want to say, to her new friends, how do I word this? To her new friends, the pages on pages of shit she would talk on you, which I'm sure she's saying about me and the others. A tiger never changes its stripes. I actually got this plant in honor of them. Its name's Jose. I love it. It's a prick. Anyways, they were saying something about, like, what were they saying? They were saying something like they felt like they couldn't, like, say their truth. They were scared all the time, and, like, they were being manipulated. You didn't have a gun to your head. You never felt that way. You could have always said no. It was never a you have to do X, Y, and Z. You could have always said no. I even said, like, if you don't feel comfortable with Judas, like, we can leave. I can leave, you can leave. Like, I get it. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. And everyone was like, no, you're fine. So I was like, and you didn't feel uncomfortable, both of you. When I was buying shit for you, you were using my discounts. The tiger, you even used my free food and wine festival, and ate with me, with your dog and my dog under the table. So, again, if you were so scared, would you have done that? No, you wouldn't. So, you can only use that manipulation thing for so long. It only works for so long. Okay? Facts. You're struggling, mate. What's wrong? So I want you guys to understand that when you all decide you have someone, mind you, I'm not sticking up for anybody. This has nothing to do with CJ. This has nothing to do with Hunter. I could give two flying fucks about what they're doing in their lives right now. I don't think about them, not once. But when you all find your next target, and you want to like start the snowball, you want to just like, actually, yeah, you know, I did hear that their dog did X, Y, and Z, and then someone's like, shit, yeah, I heard that they did X, Y, and Z too, and then it just keeps going and going and going. Look what can happen. Now I'm having to deal with the police because my dog's getting actual threats, actual death threats with a gun. Is this what you wanted? I just like don't understand. Is this what you wanted? I don't take these threats lightly. Not one bit. I think you all forget that I was friends with this person before all of this. I knew that dog. That dog couldn't walk down Main Street without shitting. That dog had a lot of problems, a lot of confidence issues, long before Judas. She would pull that dog from public access a lot. If Judas is the scapegoat for her saying she can't work him anymore, then so fucking be it. But let's be honest. Let's be really, really fucking honest. Judas is not the only factor of why that dog can't work. You were having issues with that dog long before Judas. Long before Judas. Did he help? Probably not. But you're the one that gave up training. And I don't want to hear I don't have the money or the time, because YouTube is free. You can look up training videos all over that. You won everyone in the divorce. I know you had multiple people reach out to you saying they will help you train your dog. I know this. I know it. You chose not to do it. You don't have the time. You make time. You make time. And if it's about like, I don't feel well or whatever, that's such a slap in the face. I was fresh out of a suicide attempt, bandaged up, and I was at the trainers. You think I want to be out there dealing with him in the train? No, that's embarrassing. No, I want to be in the hospital healing. But no, I was taking responsibility and fixing my mistakes. I don't want to be at the trainers. It would have been so easy just to drop him off at a board and train and let them deal with it. But no, I wanted to be there to know exactly what was going on so I can fix it. So I knew what was going on. So I knew how I could fix it and what I did wrong. Mind you, all of this is going on. The love of my life is dying downstairs, actively dying in front of me. So I don't want to hear the fucking, I didn't have the time or the money. You don't need money, and you make time. I just, I don't know what else to do. You want me to stop working Judas? It's not gonna happen. It's not. Judas has been working for 5 months now, and the world hasn't ended. I see multiple dogs at the parks, and you know what? Nothing fucking happens. So what do you want? I just you act like I'm actively meeting up with teams, and I'm like actively like going up to people, and I'm like trying to like recruit people into like my fucking cult. I literally go by myself, and I go find a fucking quiet corner, and I sit there and I journal and I read, and I'll maybe get on a ride or two. Why can't you just let me be? Why do you feel the need to get on all of my social media and fucking run your mouth? Why? Half of you don't even live in my state. You won't even meet me. I'm so over it. You're this obsession, this like, you're so interested. It's not interesting. It's not. It's really not. Judas is going to continue to work until he gives me a reason not to. And I'm sorry, one incident is not a reason to throw away a dog. Maybe some of you like to do that. I know a lot of you like to flip dogs. A lot of you like to get these freaking puppies, and then they start showing a little bit of issues, and you're like, ah, and you run away. But like, you don't get a very expensive car and then it has a flat tire and then you throw away the whole car. No, you fix the flat tire and you keep driving. Hello? Is that not how we do things here? He's not my first service dog. I just like, you are adults and you have a lot of minors in your community that watch you and look up to you. And look what you're teaching them. That this is okay. This community should be safe for them. This should be the one place they can go where they don't have to feel the need that they're going to be judged or attacked. They're going to get enough of that shit at school. Yeah, I know there are kids that are scared to even have their dog sneeze because they're going to go through shit like this. It's none of your fucking business. You know what I do when I see a rowdy dog in public? I go the other way. Because it doesn't affect me. It does not affect me. It'll be my problem when it becomes my problem. Until then, it doesn't take much for me to turn around and go the other way. I don't know what that person's going through. I don't know if they're having a bad day. I don't know if that dog's having a bad day. I don't know. And honestly, hello? And honestly, it's none of my fucking business. You want me miserable. You want me, you're angry because you think that I'm thriving and you think that like I got everything I wanted. I got to keep the dog. He got to keep working. I get to still do the things I love. Let me be so fucking honest with you. Brutus died. Nothing matters. I am so miserable. I can't even describe the empty, cold, dead feeling I feel. I might look like I'm having a blast But that's because I'm really good at faking it. I did it all through high school. I'm really good at putting on a show. But I promise you, I am not having fun. I'm not. Judas doesn't even get to work most days. I don't leave my house. And when I do, I'm at a coffee shop, or I'm at a therapy appointment, or I'm at a dinner. So we're going to a restaurant. He's sitting under a table. And these are all events I have to go to keep up this persona that I'm okay. I haven't been to Disney in a few months. I don't know what you want from me anymore. I really don't. It blows my mind that a community that's supposed to deal with mental health can be so savage. And I don't, the amount of messages I've received that it's like, I know like you're going through this, but I know like you're sad about Brutus, but it's like that fucking but just discredited everything. Because if you truly cared, and if you truly knew, you would have saved that message. You would have just shut up. So let's keep the death threats to kill yourself, because at least you're giving me the option. Don't ever threaten me with a gun. I really don't like guns. Here are some other options. Lightsabers. I have 2. We can duel. Swords. We'll even take a sword. A dagger. That's sexy. Physical violence. Gun violence is so fucking cowardice. I hate guns. I cannot describe to you how like angry that I think I ran like I must have looked so pissed that day when I was running, because I was just because I'd read it in the morning and I was like, what the fuck? I was so mad. Yeah. And I'm also making this because my next video is going to be all about Brutus. And if you fuckers are in that comment section, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are a hateful bunch, but Jesus Christ, let me mourn him. Let me mourn him with the people that loved him. I will leave this comment section on. I will let you all circle jerk each other and have fun in your little hate parade down here. I will not be answering comments, so I'm sorry. You won't get the attention you want from me. But yeah, have fun down there. Make friends. Give out your guys' numbers. You guys can like, I don't know, start a club or something. It might be great. I hope you all find whatever you're looking for. I wish you would put all of this like passion towards something that mattered, like climate change, or with the stuff that's going on in Iran right now. You know, like actual important things. Not what I'm doing with my dog. It's really weird. Yeah. I would say be kind, but, you know, none of you have a kind bone in your fucking body, so just be mindful of what you say. And the other thing, when you do hear rumors, mind you, I know all of this because I used to be part of the problem. I used to be front row. I used to be fucking vice president, gang. I know this. But then I took a step back and I said, that's wrong. I'm gonna cause someone their life one day because I want to be a petty little bitch. No. Mm-mm. There's enough death in this world. I don't need to be a part of it. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. This is not what that community should be about. And then I realized when I would have like young teens DMing me, being like scared. Oh my God, it would make me so sad. It would break my fucking heart because I remember being that young teen. I remember like when I had Brutus and I was so petrified I would end up in like a blacklist somewhere that I like didn't even say he was a service dog, and I was so scared that something would happen. Like, what? Who fucking cares? Who are you to tell me what I can and cannot do? Fuck you. You don't get to do that. Who are you to me? Nobody. I don't even listen to my parents that well. I'm gonna listen to you, stranger on the internet? No. Fuck you. I barely listen to my fucking psychiatrist. And he has me on meds. No. But like when you hear these rumors and you hear like one source says this and this source says that, if there's not like picture evidence, and I'm talking like receipts, I'm talking like you see that person's name and you see like text messages or like video evidence, chances are it's not really true. And then my favorite thing was when I used to deal with this shit was we had this one very big creator handler. She would always say, I'm not gonna release it because I don't want to put the other person at risk. They told me not to share it because you would just go attack them, and I just don't want to expose them for telling me this. Fuck off. You know you don't want to do it because you don't have it. That's a bullshit excuse. Come on. It's the easiest thing in the book. You can fucking crop it out. You can blur their name out. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. I just, use your brains. That's all I can say. Yeah. Have fun. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what's going on in that community, but like, if you have a brain, protect the youngins. If you're a youngin, I'm not in that community, but if you're scared or need help, I don't know, reach out. I don't know. I have all my notifications turned off, so it might take a few days, but yeah, there are some teams that are very trustworthy, I think. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so, like, I got burned so badly. Like, I don't know. I'm not really that well. Honestly, just fuck the SD community online. I met the sweetest couple the other day at Disneyland with their dog. They like to ride the horse trolleys, and I was riding it because we were saying goodbye to a friend. She was leaving. She drove the horse trolleys, and they had a dog, and they were so cute. They were so kind. And then I ran into them again the other day, and they were like, "It's us," and I was like, "Oh my God, hi." They were nice, and I knew they didn't have social media. You can tell because they didn't have that look in their eyes, the bloodlust. Anyways, that's about it. So, yeah. If you feel like destroying someone, maybe take a deep breath, count to 10, watch a K-drama. Those things are fire. You know what I got into recently? K-pop. Stray Kids. I'm telling you right now, it is very hard to be angry when you're looking at Those 8 little cuties. Oh my god. Harry Styles is coming to LA soon. Daddy's gonna be home. So many things to look forward to. Be happy. The earth's on fire anyways. Who knows how long we got? Do whatever the fuck you want. Be a slut. I don't know. Happy Halloween. Goodbye.
Well, that's my life. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did.